Hello, this is a bit of a SoundCloud recording. It's a bit of an experiment because it's going to be quite difficult to get this across to you. But I've just finished writing up the review of the Eleuke Peanut ukulele, electric ukulele, solid body. And if you have read this far, you will have spotted that I am not totally impressed with the sound of it plugged in, and being a solid body ukulele, that's all it is intended to do, get plugged in. So what I've got both the Eleuke plugged in to a mixer, and I've also got the Risa Uke Solid plugged into a mixer as well, with the output of the mixer going to a Laney 50 watt stage monitor, or active monitor. No effects, no reverb or chorus or anything like that added, both at the same sort of volume output. The only thing I've got changed on the Peanut is I've got the tone control all the way up, and I've got the mixer shaping the tone all the way up as well. That is to say, the treble's high and the bass is low, which I will explain when I play it. The Risa, in order to try and balance it, I've added a bit of bass and taken a bit of treble off, as I've said in the review. Not all the way, but just to take down the brightness a little bit. But this is about as good as I can get it. Now, I'm recording from an iPad microphone directly from the output of a Laney. There's not really any other way I can do this, because I want to give you the sound out of an amplifier. I suppose I could have rigged up my condenser mic and you could listen to that. But anyway, so we got the Peanut plugged in, volume's low, the tone is all the way up. That's with the tone all the way up, and you may think that sounds alright, but you know, I'm right at the limit of what I can do with this. I've got tone up everywhere. If I take the tone back down to, this is just a mid setting, and I'm starting to get, you're not going to hear this, but I'm starting to get buzz and crackle. It's very muddy. I'm getting crackle at the end of that, and hiss and there. Anyway, you probably think, well, that sounds alright to me, but then we plug in the Risa. Which is quite different, and now I'm probably leaving myself wide open here, because I'm going to get people emailing me saying I prefer the sound of the Peanut. Well, okay, if you prefer the sound of the Peanut, go and buy Peanut. The point being, there's so much more I can play with on this. I mean, this is kind of mid setting on the Risa. You know, I can change the, get it much more acoustic sounding. Brighten it up. I think that sounds really nice, and as I say, I'm not at one limit with the tone control, whereas with the the Peanut, I've got it. I mean, if I take the tone right down on the Peanut, that's what we've got. We've got really, really, really. I mean, it's just useless. Back up to the highs. It's just a noisy. And that sounds like it's overdriven a little bit. It isn't. I've got the volume really, really low. I mean, if I take the volume down on the master and crank the volume up on the Risa, and now we really start to see its true colours. I don't know whether you can hear that crackling. That is the sound of a noisy pickup. Muddy, 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 and back to the Risa. I know which one I prefer.